You
Hello.
are audible.
Very good afternoon, everyone. We keep moving forward, opening new doors, and doing new things because we are curious. Curiosity keeps leading us down to new paths. I, Rimi Sarkar, faculty, DRIEMS School of Nursing, welcome all the dignitaries, delegates, and all participants of today's session. We already had completed our 3 days faculty development program. First day about key elements for drafting a healthcare research proposal, grant application. Second, they continued with the topic leverage advanced technologies for an iterative literature review using AI. Lastly, third, they discussed about publication ethics and avoiding plagiarism. So, today's topic is data analysis and interpretation through AI. For the session, I would like to introduce our today's speaker, an eminent personality, Associate Professor, Chief Nursing Officer, College of Nursing, AIMS, Mangalgiri. He completed PhD nursing from Rajiv Gandhi University. He has many years of working experience as lecturer, assistant professor, associate professor, writer, speaker, and publisher. He has written many books, published many articles. He also received many awards like Best Author Award by CBS Publisher 2023, Outstanding Author Award by CBS Publisher 2024. He received fellowship, international travel grant from ICMR, completed BLS instructor training course by American Heart Association. For all participants, your queries will be addressed at the end of the session. You can request, I am requesting everyone, write your queries in the chat box. So now, please, sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much for your introduction. So, as a part of the faculty development program series, so today we will be discussing next 45 minutes or to 50 minutes with the 10 more minutes of discussion. We will discuss about, I'll share the slide first and my slides are visible. Can someone confirm? Can you see the slides?
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you for confirmation. So we'll be discussing about data analysis and interpretation through AI. So for all the participants, I have one query. You can quickly come to the chat box and comment which is the statistical software for all your research work so far in nursing researchers. Most of you or all of you have done some research. If you are a post undergraduate, you have done some research project, group project in your undergraduation. If you are a postgraduate, you have done some individual project in your post graduation. If you are a PhD student or PhD completion, PhD scholar, you are doing already a project, or else you would have completed PhD with certain mm, PhD, research degree. So all of you have done some research, used some of the research analysis tool. Can you just comment in the comment box quickly which research tool, which analysis software or tool you have used for data analysis? Quickly in 1 minute, I'll see how what you have used so far. SPSS, commonly SPSS. SPSS or someone use or also, right? Good. R Studio, SPSS. Okay, SPSS, right, right, SPSS. So what I could see, most of you or 90% plus have used SPSS for your data analysis so far. So can you tell me what are the difficulties when you use SPSS? You may be a beginner level user in SPSS, or you may have advanced level user in SPSS, because in SPSS you can use the basic data analysis like inferential statistics, correlations, and using ANOVA, t-test, or any non-parametric text you can use. Maybe somewhat difficult to use it for sample size calculation. There are different tools are there, like different softwares and online tools are available. And there are pros and there are cons. Like if you want to use the complex regression model, Stata is better than SPSS. There are different software. Most of you are familiar, I understand most of you familiar with the SPSS because the simplicity as well as the menu driven. You don't need to give any command. If you know R software, it may have wider options. It is a free source software, but only thing is that you need to know commands. You need to learn those commands. Somewhat difficult in the beginning unless you are already familiar with the SPSS or other data analysis software. It will be somewhat difficult task. So these are the things. So now this is the era we are moving on to. I think most of our my students are writing leave letter through AI only, because the moment I see a perfectly written leave letter without any spelling mistake, grammar, or punctuation, I understand that leave letter is written by ChatGPT with the so smooth, decorated words. Like they write a beautiful leave letter. First of all, on the run, they may forget to write how to write a letter without the help of AI. I think that may be the future, but now invariably everyone is using AI. So when we use AI for any other purposes, why not for data analysis? Is there the purpose? Is there a benefit using AI for the data analysis? What can be? What is the difference while using? See, already past are the days, like 20 years back, the people are calculating manually or using some softwares with, you know, it is not fully automatic. So the human intervention will be more than what is required now. Earlier, only with the paper and pencil, they moved to the some software, lower level software. Then now people are with the IBM, SPSS, or Stata or R software. There are several other software in the market. Only problem is that there are higher cost in acquiring. Our software is free, but other software you have to subscribe and you have to pay for it. Okay, that also you may be a beginner user or end user, advanced users. Now we move to the AI. Everything is moving to AI, so we will learn something like how to use AI for data analysis. There are two way to use. Like either you use AI for entire data analysis, or sometime you analyze the data, or you have problem with the interpretation. Most of the time you will be able to analyze the data using SPSS also, if you know bit about SPSS. But most of the time it is for you difficult to interpret and write inferences. Okay, writing discussion, definitely the human intervention is required. AI, if whatever they write, it will be sometime very much inappropriate, I have experienced. But the interpretation with AI intervention, with but we in the while human in the loop, whenever you do any analysis task through AI, always the human in the loop is very very important, because AI likely can make errors, and you are there to cross check, and you have to the human interpretation is very very important. You cannot 100% go with the AI. Okay, let us move on quickly into the slides. Evolving research methods. Okay, this I have already spoke. Traditionally, we were using either SPSS or Strata, and it was indispensable for any of the nursing researchers. You all know. However, the advent of AI tools is revolutionizing the data analysis, offering unprecedented automation and user friendliness. This is what more important. When you are using SPSS, sometimes you know certain things, but for advanced data analysis, you are unsure whether I can use this statistical test, whether the statistical test which I have used is correct or not, whether the data distribution is appropriate for the test which I have chosen. Always you go with the dilemma. You know SPSS, but SPSS is only useful when you know exactly what is your objective, what analysis you require, whether you understand those analysis analytical concepts very well. SPSS can be used only to help you in the calculation using the right test. You choose the right test, it will only be helpful in the calculations. Using the same SPSS, you can choose the wrong test, you can wrongly interpret, you can come out with the totally wrong results, and you can likely to make type 1 error simply. So always the AI may help you in this aspect also. So this presentation, what we are going to discuss is we are going to explore how AI can modernize your research workflows, making complex statistics more accessible and efficient for the researchers. So, what about the traditional tools, strength and limitation? For if you take SPSS, the strengths are intuitive interface for basic statistical procedures, widely adopted in healthcare research for its ease of use in managing and analyzing survey data. The common uses include descriptive statistics like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, IQR, percentiles, all those descriptive statistics. You can test even normality. You can use all parametric tests, including t-test, ANOVA. You can use all non-parametric tests, including chi-square test, McNeema, uh, or Man-Whitney U test, Crystal Valleys, any non-parametric test. Also, you can use all the regression models, which is always it is menu-driven, easy to use. That teaching you SPSS is not part of this session, so I'm just covering what you can do in SPSS. When you move to Stata, it is also using advanced modeling power, has advanced modeling power, renowned for its robust capabilities in advanced statistical modeling, and it is econometric analysis and sophisticated data manipulation. Common uses of Stata include longitudinal data analysis like repeated methods analysis, which can be done in SPSS also without any doubt. Survival analysis and complex mixed models can be used in this data. Then when these all comes with certain limitation, which include significant manual effort in data cleaning and preparation. It's very, very important. Most of the time I come across the students comes to me with the data, sir, in SPSS it's not working. It is giving different result. All data are showing dot dot, nothing is coming. The variable name what I have given is not shown in the SPSS. There are a lot of complaints. That is all about you are unable to use it properly. Well, first and foremost, prerequisite to use SPSS or this data kind of. I'm not talking about AI here, moving into AI, but I'm just covering the basics. There, significant amount of manual work is required. Preparation of Excel sheet, cleaning your data, checking for any errors. All those things are required before taking your data even to the SPSS. Or else, if you're expert, you can take the data into SPSS. There, you can use all the sort options, calculate apps, compute options, so select options, date calculation, date wizard. There are many tools to you know. mm, or missing variables can be calculated. There are several tools available in SPSS for data cleaning and preparation, which actually require manual work. Time consuming for iterative analysis and model refinement, and a steep learning curve for advanced functions requiring specialized statistical expertise. Unless you are statistical expert, you will not be able to use all the advanced function even given in the SPSS. Whereas when you are move on to the AI, even if you are a beginner, you are allowed to ask questions in a very simple language. That is the big advantage when you are using. Of course it comes with certain risk, which will I will discuss at the end. When you move to the uh, AI, of course you have to prepare the Excel sheet, you have to prepare the data properly before going to AI. But AI also can help you find problems and help you sort out those problems. AI can even suggest hypothesis after looking at your data. That is the beauty of AI. If you are going to SPSS or to Stata, it's all about the data you upload. The Stata or SPSS understand those numbers.
Recording in progress.
The SPSS or AI give it's just understand the numbers. You have to code, you have to decode, you have to give commands like menu driven options. You have to put the right variable into right place for getting what you wanted, and you also have to manually interpret and draw inferences. Okay, so whereas in AI this all can be done with a simple prompts and commands, which we'll be discussing later in this presentation. I also will show you how to use Julius AI, which is commonly used. There are two things which is commonly used for data analysis. Chart GPT with advanced data analysis capacities, that is Chart GPT plus, Chart GPT 4 plus, which is actually subscribed, not available for free. So you have limitation to use it. And if you use Chart GPT 3.5, it is not simple descriptive statistics. Fine. correlation, fine. When you go for inferential statistics and regression models and all, it is unable to do because it has to take help from either SPSS or from for Python. But what ChatGPT can help you in those analysis, even without having, well, let us assume you have SPSS in your hand. You know about SPSS, but you do not know every menu and every options in SPSS. You have difficulty. Then you can take the ChatGPT help. You can ask ChatGPT. You can upload your data into ChatGPT. From this data, I want to analyze this particular thing. How can you go? How can I go about it? Then ChatGPT can simply give you simply give you the commands. You go to this option, you go to data analysis, go to parametric test, go to non-parametric test, choose this test, give this option and give this click, then you will get this data. It will help you. Even after generating the analysis in SPSS, you can copy paste the table which is generated by the SPSS in the output section. You can copy and paste it in the copy or download in Excel format or Word format. Just take that particular table, upload into the chat GPT, ask specific queries from that outcome. I'm not asking about the data. You do the data analysis in SPSS, take the output, go to chat GPT and ask specific queries which you don't understand or you are unable to interpret. Chat GPT can help you, but don't totally rely on it. That is the always a catch. Yesterday I was watching a uh, YouTube in video. You all may know the chess player, currently number one world player, chess player Pragnananda, not the world champion. Rating wise, the currently number one player in India is Pragnananda. He was playing the uh, chess match with the ChatGPT. He was blindfolded. Pragnananda was blindfolded. He cannot see the board. He will tell only the move d4, e4, knight b, knight c3, something like that. He will give only the command, and the board is available for the chat GPT. Then chat GPT will tell the next move. Another person was interpreting, so whatever chat GPT is telling, the another person was moving the coin. But Pragnananda was able to win against ChatGPT within 20 moves, and it was making blunders. It is one. Don't think it is making blunders only because of the Pragnananda is a strong player. Not even it made an illegal move in between, so automatically the ChatGPT lost. It made an illegal move. You all know. Many of you may know chess. When the king is under check, you cannot move anything other than king, or you have to block the check. But it is casually moved some other pawns when the king is under check. Automatically, it's an illegal move. So that kind of casual blunder can be made by ChatGPT. So if you totally and most of the large language model which is used for uh, data analysis in AI indirectly takes the help of ChatGPT at the back end. So obviously, the human in the loop is responsible while using AI. I'm taking this lesson very, very carefully that I'm telling you to use AI very, very judiciously with human in the loop taking responsibility for the data analysis as well as the interpretation. You can use it for a help to speed up your things and minimize the mistakes. And when you are new to use, you can take its help. But obviously, always you have to take responsibility of the data analysis as well as interpretation, as you are the human in the loop, not machine is responsible. If you commit any error, machine cannot be held accountable. You are the one will be held accountable as a researcher, and you are the one will be criticized even if you publish such analysis wrongly in a peer reviewed journals. So comes to the why transition AI tools required. Explosive data growth. We are talking about the data which is collected and entered in Excel sheet, then taking for analysis. That is not only the case. Nowadays, you can do an analysis of data which is in the social media. You can go to Twitter today. Some matter is trending. You want to analyze the trend about a particular phenomena, how people commented or in a thread. You can use the AI tools to assess the majority of the comments are positive or negative. If it is positive, on what aspect the comments are paused. Is simply possible just giving that threads URL to a data analytical software like AI software. It will give you the complete content analysis going through all the data which is available in net. Not even you don't need to even collect data from the participants. You can analyze the data which is available in the social networking sites about a particular phenomena. You can easily use any of the AI data to analyze it. Okay, like I will come back to it later about what the particular name of the softwares. Okay, then unprecedented speed. AI enables real-time analysis, accelerating insights from large data sets and reducing research cycle times dramatically. Then comes to enhanced reproducibility, automated workflows in AI tools, minimize human error, ensuring consistent and reproducible results for robust research. Democratized insights. Also, AI tools simplify complex statistical processes, making advanced data analysis accessible to researchers without extensive coding and statistical background. Now, the coding and the statistical formulas, the background, the understanding of the models, understanding of the applicability are minimal. Minimal knowledge is required as when you use the AI. As I told you, the moment you upload the data, later I'm going to demonstrate. If you use the commonly used Julius AI, am I audible to all of you? Just want to ensure some of you can confirm.
Yes, sir.
Right. So the moment you use the Julius AI recently, not a recent one, but commonly used data analytical software will help you. The moment you upload the data, it will even suggest what query can rise out of those data. That much it is easy for any new person to go into data analysis using AI. So what is AI in nursing research? In the context of nursing research, AI doesn't necessarily imply complex machine learning algorithm. I'm not a see AI. There are complex machine learning algorithms are used for machine learning and preparing the robot science. Everything is there, but I'm not talking about all those things, and I'm not talking about the predictive modeling. I'm just focusing on how we can use AI for data analysis in healthcare research or the nursing research. Okay. Next is descriptive statistics. When you use a descriptive statistic, usually we try to analyze the data, try to get the quick summaries of data characteristic that we can use AI. The inferential statistics like drawing conclusions about populations from samples, including hypothesis testing. We can use it for hypothesis testing. Then we can use it for a regression analysis, identifying relationship and predicting outcomes. We can use it for even the regression analysis models. Usually in predictive regression model, what we do, there will be one dependent variable. There will be so many independent variable. You want to find out what is the predictors of the dependent variable. For example, what are the predicting variables for the depression, which I'm going to demonstrate later. What are the leading AI data analysis tools which you are using? Like number one, what I come across and easy to use, Julius. Julius gives some free options to use, but later you need to register and pay for it if you want to use it. But considering the subscription or the purchase fee of IBM SPSS, Julius AI is relatively very cheap. It costs around somewhere around monthly 3,000 rupees plus. If you can only access for a month. If you are having some data analysis work, then later you can discontinue. Later you can buy it also. You can use it like that. An intuitive AI powered data analysis platform specialized in various statistical models, including linear and logistic regression models. We can use ChatGPT with the ADA facilities, advanced data analysis facilities, which is available only on ChatGPT 4 Plus, which requires some $20 per month subscription. It is available, I think, which also can be used. Or you can use this monkey learn primarily focused on text analysis and natural language processing. As I was telling, if you want to analyze the data in the social media or a particular thread, what is the trend, all those things, those can be done through the monkey learn by linking your URL to the monkey learn. Or there are some specialized software. Even IBM SPSS also now have AI extensions like NVivo, which is used for qualitative data analysis for coding and all. Now it is coming with the Lumero, that is like an AI assistant within the software. So, you know, just to compete with the advancement of AI, people are moving towards AI, ignoring this traditional data analysis software. They also started incorporating AI assistant into their software. So the moment you upload the data, there are AI assistants will try to help you by giving commands, what menu you have to choose for what data. So now they are trying to incorporate all this extension for even already available softwares. Just would like to introduce this Julius, which I'm going to discuss at least for 10-15 minutes on a demonstration. How do you use this? The Julius AI is an innovative web-based AI tool designed to simplify data analysis. It offers a natural language interface, enabling researchers to perform complex statistical operations by simply typing questions or commands, eliminating the need for coding. So before moving to the complete detail, so I would like to demonstrate. One second, I'll just switch to the one second. So you can see the data which I am having right now. Can you see the data? Can you see the data which I have right now? I have opened an Excel file where there is a data. I have one column, ID, gender, the age group. Age groups is divided into different categories: 18 to 30, 31 to 45, 46 to 60, or 60 plus. Diagnosis, either they are schizophrenia, bipolar, depression, and duration of illness. I'll show you the other data, not this one. One second, just yeah. This is the data which I'm going to demonstrate. First of all, ID, that is the participant ID, 60 patients. Next is age. I believe all of you are able to see my screen. I want to just enlarge it also so that you can see.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see that now in a large and bolded
Yes,
data
sir.
sheet? Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. This is the data sheet, which even you can take it to SPSS for analysis. Okay. First one is, see, you all know, most of you know, but very few of you may or may not. So that's why I'm clarifying from the basic. Whenever you make any data sheet, all the name of the variable should be in the first row. Whenever you write any of the variable, never use space. So I have data called year of study, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, but I have not left any space in between. Either I can write only year, or I can write year of study without any space, or I have to use underscore, year underscore of underscore study. Regression, sorry, depression score. Again, I use underscore depression score, or simply you write depression score with continuation without space. If you leave space, when you transfer into SPSS or into data analysis software, also just like ChatGPT and all, it sometimes it leads to error because it doesn't understand. Also, always it takes first row as a variable name. That variable name should be well defined. Don't start with the numerical. No variable should start with a numerical, or the no space should be given in between any words, all those things. So I have ID, I have age, gender, year of the study, depression score, sleep hours, physical activities, and smartphone. Okay, looking at this data, can some of you can comment what analysis can be done with this data? See, it is
Excuse me,
clear
sir.
for you. Smartphone hour use. Yes,
Excuse me, sir. There is a blue color line. Is it
that I don't know where has come. It's not from my side at
from
all.
Zoom? It is coming. There is a erase option. You can erase from your side. Actually, we cannot erase
Erase
from our
option,
side.
where to get? Okay, one second. Where is the erase option? Where is the erase option?
There is a pencil option. Option is there, right,
Pens
left side.
option.
Okay,
Left
sir.
side, huh?
It's not causing any trouble. Okay, sir.
That's why I continued. It's not
Okay.
increasing too much. So
Okay.
I'm not aware how to erase it. So
Okay.
instead of
Okay.
spending the time on that, I was continuing. Right.
Thank you.
Right. So now question to you. We have age, we have gender, we have year of study, we have depression score, we have sleep hours, we have physical activity, we have smartphone use. Let us consider this depression score as a dependent variable. What research questions can be answered from this data? Some of you can quickly put it in the chart. I would like to see how you understand the data. Then we will ask any of the AI which I chosen to answer these queries. Just answer, ask your query here. Same query I will ask to the AI. Quickly, we'll take next 1 minute for this exercise. Look at this data. Look at this data. Age, gender, year of study, depression score, sleep hours in hours, number of hours they sleep. Physical activity, yes or no, that is categorical variable. Smartphone use hours per day. These are the data. I already told you depression score is a dependent variable. What research question can be asked from this data? What hypothesis can be tested with this data? Quickly. No one is typing.
Sir, is there any relation between depression, sleeping activity, and smartphone use like that?
I think
Can
better
you
you can
analyze?
comment on the chart so I can get few more queries. We can. So someone asked relationship between depression and demographic variable. Okay, we have demographic variables, age, gender. Those two are only demographic variable. What is the relation? Whether the depression score differs in male and female. We can see what is the association between depression and the gender. Is there any association between gender and depression? Definitely we can test this. Is there any relationship between age and depression score? Both are continuous variable. We can even see the correlation. Is there any correlation between age and depression score? Or if we divide the age into certain categories, is there any association between depression and age? So only one question I got from the chart box. Smartphone use depends upon depression. Question is somewhat vague. What I tell you is that whether the smartphone use have any association with the depression score. That means we can hypothesis that the people who use more higher the smartphone, they may have a higher depression score. Higher the smartphone use hours, higher the depression score. This hypothesis also we can test. So some question is asked correlation between sleep and smartphone. Fine, that question also we can ask. We'll ask all these questions and we'll find what the AI says. How smartphone use is affecting physical activity and sleeping hours. Okay, how smartphone use is affecting physical activity and sleeping hours. I said what I see here is that I told you already. Smartphone is one independent variable or predictor variable. Sleeping hours is one predictor variable. Physical activity is one predictor. Age is one predictor. Gender is another predictor. So we'll see, can we predict the depression score having all these independent variable? That is a very complex question to do. In SPSS, what all you are asking is association or relationship, chi-square test or t-test easily can be done through SPSS. But when you use the regression model, it is somewhat a complex question. You have to run through different processes to get, and after even generating table, it is somewhat difficult to interpret. Can we do that using a Julius? Can we ask Julius to do that and find out what are the predictors for the depression score? Whether the age is some of the predictor, whether as the age increases, whether the depression score increases. As the smartphones use increases 1 hour, how much depression score possibly increase? Can we ask this question using a model? Let us see. First of all, I'll show you the outcome which already I analyzed and kept. Then I will take you to the firstly, okay, right, one second. Have already you opened, but it is not. Well, one second. Okay. Right. So I go to the chart thread which we have already done. Okay. One second. Okay, I taken a new Julius AI. So first of all, I'll tell you how to go into that before coming to that. I opened Julius.ai. The moment I use open a Julius AI, it will ask for this particular thing. So I enter Julius. You have to register either using your email ID or the Google or something. It is in my Google and I have already used some amount of free use. That's why I have registered another Julius says with a different email ID to demonstrate you. I also do not have the paid version. Paid version is somewhat costly unless we are in need. We don't need to do that. But I'm going for the purpose of taking this class. I have registered another uh, with another email ID. This is what called Julius. When you come to the Julius after registration, you'll get to this particular page. I hope you can see that. Tell about yourself that in that option you will ask. It will ask what purpose you are doing, saying what is the purpose you are using this Julius, what is the purpose of this data analysis, are you an educator or student, for what purpose you are doing. All those questions, very simple question, you can just answer by ticking whatever the option it is giving. Next stage is I am uploading the data which I shown you right now, which I'm going to just upload into this. So I choose file to upload, or if the file is already in CSV format, like whenever you get the data collected through Google form, it is stored in your Google Drive in CSV format. So straight away you can pick up the CSV file from your Google Drive also. That is an optional. Right now I have prepared for the demonstration purpose. I have prepared and save it in the Google sheet. So I go and I take the nursing research AI data set. So I open this. So the data is getting uploaded. Let us wait for seconds. So whatever the data you have seen, now it has taken into the AI. See, the same data is available before it. You see, whatever the question I asked you, with this data, what question can be solved or what research question can be answered, it is already used. All those questions are available. How does age affect depression score by gender? How does the age affect depression score by gender? Here it is using two independent variable, whether there is a relationship between age and depression, and age while controlling for gender, what is the effect on depression. See, age alone may be related with the depression, but age with an intervening variable of gender, what is the relationship with the depression? Next is there a correlation between sleep hours and depression score by year of study? Okay. How does smartphone use vary with the physical activity levels? Someone of you asked this question. See, this AI model also understood that this question also can be asked from this data. Next, what is the impact of sleep hours and physical activity on depression scores? What is the influence, or how predictable the depression score depends on the sleep hours and physical activity? Can these questions can be asked? Definitely it can be asked, and it can be solved using this data. Simply just before going to, because I have a limitation of using commands in this free version. First of all, let's ask very simple question. I would like to know uh, frequency and percentage of gender and uh, physical activity distribution. I asked just this question. I typed this and I click this one. Then it takes thinking. Usually it uses the Python at the back end to analyze the data, and it will produce the result. See, we got the data. Female 33, male 27. Okay. Percentage wise, it is 55 and 45. Physical activities 36 with yes, 24 with no. Percentage wise, it is 60 and 40. You want to compile this both data in a single table, you can give a command. It will definitely do it. Okay. And it is also give a quick takeaway interpretation from it. Female makes up 50% of the sample, and 60% of the students report engaging in physical activities straight away. One second. Sir, I'm in between a class. I will call you out once the class is over. Right? So it has given. This is very simple question. Even this, you can do it in Excel, you can do it in SPSS or any other software. Let us ask some complex question from the same data. Okay. Compare a little more complex. Okay. Explore the impact of physical activity on depression levels. I'm just clicking what the already the command is there. I'm just clicking. Okay. It takes some time because at the back end, it has to go undergo a analysis. See, it has even produced the box plot. So what it says that there are people, 24 people no physical activity, 36 people with physical activity, and the mean depression score among those people without physical activity is 12, whereas people with the physical activity is only 10. Okay, and the median and standard deviation also it has given, and it is also understood. See, we do not know whether the t-test should be used or not. We just had the hypothesis, the physical activity, the null hypothesis that there is no relationship between physical activity and depression score. The research hypothesis that there is a positive correlation, or you can say the people with a more physical activity will have less depression score. This is a hypothesis. Okay, so the just we asked the question, it understood, it has the mean difference between physical activity group and non-physical activity group in terms of depression score need to be tested. So it calculated the mean both for both the group, and you can see the physical activity yes group, the depression score is relatively less. You can compare this box plot. Then you can go for the t statistic. It calculates the t statistic, that is p 0.2.07, and that means the p value is 0.04. And it also given the clear interpretation that what it means step by step. Students who report doing physical activity average about 10.8 on depression scale, compared with 12.0 for those who don't. The p value 0.04 is below the conventional 0.5. Thus we call it as a cutoff or critical point. Okay, the table value we call it threshold. So we have evidence that the mean depression score differ between the two groups. The negative t statistic indicates the active group's mean is lower, suggesting physical activity associated with slightly reduced depression levels in this cohort. Very simple. It has analyzed, it has given you t value, it has given you p value, it has given mean median, it has given you box plot, and also it given you clear interpretation. Only thing what left to you is to verify these all are correct, the values are correct, to minimize any inadvertent error made by AI. Now I go for little more complex question asking. I just asked the Julius that can you find predictors of depression score, okay, using all other using age, gender, physical activity, smartphone use. Is there any other variable? Age, gender, physical activity, and I take only these four variables, and smartphone use as independent variables. Okay, just I'm asking this question. I don't know what it is going to use, whether it is going to use regression model or it is going to associate independently. We don't know. I don't know. Let us assume that I don't know anything much about it. But I want to, as a researcher, I want to know the answer to this question from this data. That's all I'm asking to the Julius AI. So it takes a bit more time because it will use some complex models. If you have any doubt or if you want to put any specific analysis in this data, you can write in the comment box. Yes, see, now we come up with the complete result. The constant, coefficient, standard error, the t value, the age and its coefficient, gender, the physical activity, yes, compared to no. Yes will be the constant here. So yes compared to no. Then smartphone use hours, that is also continuous variable. Wherever there is a categorical variable, male and yes is there. So that is the reference variable. So other one to be interpreted accordingly. It will also write interpretation. If you don't understand, you can ask more. So what it found is that R square is 0.34. So this model can be, the prediction of this model can be trusted 34 percentage. That's what the R square value tells. And it is also given the predicted versus actual depression score in a scatter plot diagram. So what number suggests? It give a clear interpretation. Sometimes it is even easy to do a regression analysis even in the SPSS. But if you are a beginner or even an experienced researchers with not much of the statistical knowledge, but you are a very good researcher. As a researcher, you don't need to be a master of statistics. Okay, sometimes you stuck with interpreting these results, you will be seeking help from statistician. Here you see clear understanding. Age, each additional year is associated. That is the beauty of regression analysis, that it will tell you what is 1 point increase in independent variable, how much change happens in the dependent variable will be clearly measured using this scale. Like age, each additional year is associated with about 0.62 points lower on depression scale with the p-value of 0.009. That means it is significant. Older students in the sample tend to score slightly lower. That means if the age increases, the risk of depression reduces. Precisely 1 point increase in age. Age was measured in years. Okay, 1 year age increase reduces 0.62 point depression score. Coming to gender, being male adds roughly 1.44 points, indicating males report higher depression score after adjusting for other factors. When other factors are kept at constant, that's why we are doing a multiple regression. So when all other variables are constant, the influence of age alone on the depression is, it is 1.44 points, 444 times we can say. Then comes to the physical activity, coefficient is minus 0.54. That is p values, it's not significant, we don't need to consider that. Physical activity is not a significant predictor, we can ignore. So no independent effect detected once the other variables are in, once other variables are controlled for, the physical activity had no relationship with the depression score. Coming to the smartphone use hours, every additional hour, you see clearly, every additional hour of daily smartphone use predicts about 1 point increase in, if in depression score. If for example someone using 4 hours, if they jump to 5 hours, there will be 1 point increase in the depression score. So higher the smartphone usage hours, higher the depression score. Precisely 1 hour increase in smartphone usage results in 1 point increase in depression score. So overall, R square 0.34 means the four predictors together explains about the third of the variance in the depression. That means 30%. Third of the variance means 30% predictability is there, which can be, trusted. Respect for small cross, this is for the small cross-section study with the 60 sample size. This is a respectable level of R square value. That's what it says. The scatter plot shows predicted values track the actual score. So this much. And also final key takeaway also it is written. Tell me, if you use any other software, how long it will take? Just write your input in the chat box. Even you can download this. You don't need to copy paste. You can download these images. You can download and export this in an Excel file or Word file of your choice. So I quickly expect your charts. How you understood this at the first thing? Have you found it easy? Okay, someone is asking, is there sample limit to AI? No, as if there is no sample limit. Usually at the back end, it either uses the SPSS. If you use ChatGPT 4 plus, it uses the SPSS at the back end. So how much you can use in SPSS? Same thing, you can same amount of data you can use using AI also. So depends on the size of the data. It may there may be delay in giving you in out, but still it will be definitely useful. So someone written 4 to 5 hours, maybe more. So do such analysis, taking all the tables, writing interpretation, everything will take 4 to 5 hours according to Shiba Anita. So for some of you it may be less, some of you it may be more, but still it is a useful tool. That's what actually. It is not possible to take you through complete tour of all the AI tools. Just I want to show how you can use the AI tools and how you can effectively use it to reduce your time. I'm not telling the AI should substitute your work. You should use AI as a supplement to your work so that you can save your times. Those time you can use for good research, put quality data collection in your methodology. You can collect data, then after collecting the data, leave it to the AI with a minimal human intervention so that, and also the writing quality when you are sending data tables as well as for analysis for the good journals, they will expect highest level of interpretation, clarity, all those things that AI can give better than any one of you, because the interpretation become very difficult when, particularly when you're using some complex model. Maybe t-test you can easily interpret, chi-square you can easily interpret, descriptive statistics you can write, but it can save you time by writing in a crisp manner. The other way around is that when you done the data analysis, oh no sir, I'm not confident with the AI, I would like to use some other things, can you help me? You can do data analysis in SPSS, take the tables, you can use only these software, either AI that even ChatGPT 3.5 version also, free version. You can upload the table, ask for the interpretation, ask specific queries, you can get what you wanted. Only thing is that you have to ensure the data reported in the interpretation is accurately done from the table. Only thing is language and the way the interpretation statistically written using all the jargons, that will be better than you. But you have to cross check and verify the data whether it is appropriate or not. As I have
Recording stopped.
already expressed some of my doubt over the AI's capability
Recording in
in certain
progress.
places. So you cannot 100% rely on that at this moment. But Julius AI is, I found it very useful. So I would like, I tried demonstrating that. I move on to now to the slide back. So we have seen the Julius AI, and we have seen what is the descriptive statistics. We seen inferential analysis from the same. We have seen that it was doing smoothly the t-test. We can ask it to do the ANOVA chi-square. It is also will suggest, you can ask, can I do repeated measures ANOVA using this data? It will go through the data, simply say no, because the data what you have is not suitable, because there are no repeated measures, there are no pre-test and post-test. Whenever you have pre-test and post-test, then only repeated measures possible. It will give you suggestion also. It is not that uh, you need to know it. You can ask for suggestion, then you can corroborate whether okay it is appropriate, it is giving right suggestion, you can go with it. Then regression modeling you can use, and then automated visualization. You can ask for the diagram. You can ask for the, instead of taking this data, going to Excel to prepare, you can ask for the diagram also. It will help you to make diagram. So it will help you in visualization of data, not only analyzing the data. Step by step example, which we have already seen. I don't want to waste time on that. And what are the descriptive statistics like central tendencies, dispersion, frequencies, crosstabs, everything you can do. And ANOVA, chi-square test, correlation, all those things. Okay. Then bit more on ChatGPT, whether this can be used. I want to throw a little bit light on this, because you commonly use this ChatGPT because it's available free to some extent. Of course, not 44040 plus all those things. That is really capable of data analysis without much error on with a high accuracy rate, because at the back end it is using SPSS. But if you're using lower version, it simply says that I'm unable to access to those Python and SPSS, kindly access to the higher version. Or it will tell you in SPSS what command you will use, and it will give the steps. Using that, you can use the SPSS also. You can use it for that purpose also. So it performs similar statistical tests as dedicated platforms like Julius, offering a comprehensive suite of analytical. Not much difference. SPSS, sorry, ChatGPT also do the same task, no doubt. It provides robust visualization features, allowing researchers to generate charts and graphs. Crucially, it offers intelligent summaries. So you can ask for the summary, and it give you summary and interpretations of results in plain language, bridging the gap between complex statistics and practical nursing insights. What are the key features? You can upload the file directly, just how we have done with Julius. Then you can have comprehensive statistical analysis, including descriptive and inferential. Versatile test options like you can run any inferential statistics like t-test, ANOVA, chi-square correlation, or various regression models. Then plain English interpretation, receive clear, concise interpretations of results, making complex statistical findings accessible. That is plain English interpretation, asking it to help in interpretation inferences, and correcting your, even if you have written your own interpretation, you can clarify with it for English correction. Those are commonly used, we all know already. What are the features and benefits? Natural language input, no coding is required, no status. Even it can be used even for qualitative data analysis. You can upload the interviews which you collected from the people, and you can ask for the common themes and codings. It helps you in that. That also possible, not just numerical data analysis for quantitative research. Then all the statistical tests can be run through. Then automated interpretation, which we all know, that we have seen in Julius AI also. Graphical outputs, you can generate custom charts. Even you can give a sample chart. You can ask similar chart I wanted to prepare from this data, it will prepare. You can upload a sample data, sample graph, which you sometime you go through an article, you found a very beautifully made chart, you would like to replicate same type of chart for your data. You can upload that into ChatGPT, it will understand, and then you can ask from your own data whether that chart can be made, it will help you. So multiple file types like CSV directly from your Google Drive, because usually your the data which is collected through Google Forms are saved in CSV format in Google Drive. From there you can direct, and it supports Excel. And also, even if the data is prepared in a tabular format in the MS Word, still you can upload and ask for the analysis. It is still possible. The flexible data handling, it processes both structured and semi-structured survey data with ease, because even if it is qualitative mixed with the quantitative data, still it is possible to analyze. Okay. So some of the example of prompts, you can make a note of it. For example, after uploading the sample data which I have shown, even you can make these example prompts which is useful, like summarize the depression score variable with the mean, standard deviation. Maybe you can add even interquartile range, and you can add even the percentile, whatever you want you can add, it will give you. Compare depression score between male and female using a t-test. Run a linear regression with the depression score as the dependent variable and age, sleep hours as the predictor. Of course, I added another two variable like physical and smartphone use. Also physical activity and smartphone I added along with this. This is also can be used. Create a bar chart of diagnosis versus medication adherence. Medication adherence in a different sheet, you can upload that. Then you can ask between that is in a different sheet. I did not upload that there. Diagnosis is one column, medication adherence other column. You can ask for a bar chart comparing these two. You check if there is a significant association between family support and medication adherence using the chi-square test. Precisely, you can ask. If you ask, check if there is a significant association between family support and medication adherence, obviously it will do the chi-square test or the Fisher exact. But if you specify using chi-square, it will use only chi-square. So that's how it works. So why to use these natural language queries? Accessibility is easy. I'm talking about ChatGPT 4 plus. Actually, for data analysis, don't use for 3.5. It commit errors, as well as it is not fully capable. You can ask for descriptive statistics. You cannot go for inferential statistics. It cannot handle. Versatile data handling and ideal for independent researcher. Whenever you are not in a group, you are independent researcher, you are new, or you are just a postgraduate student trying out your research, and you are totally depend on your guide and statisticians. You can try out and learn. It will be very useful for the beginners. But only one thing is that on the long run, what I am afraid, that if you keep using this, then your capability to analyze the data on your own, you will not develop that concept. Even in future we may lose even creativity. But whatever it is, whatever you want to plan, we just go into the any of the large language models to ask queries, and we it helps us. So it somehow I feel it restricts our thinking. In a long run, we may lose our even creativity and thinking capacity. That is the message I would like to convey. Use it judiciously. Use it judiciously, right? So no programming is required. That is advantage. Rapid and interpretable results, another advantage. And enhanced visual output. These are three most common advantages of AI based data analysis. Of course, it comes with some limitations, that while powerful AI tools require careful oversight, it requires critical judgment in interpretation. Artificial intelligence provides insights, but human expertise. This I have insisted several times in my presentation. But human expertise is essential for contextualizing results and drawing valid conclusions in nursing research. privacy concerns if data not anonymous. This is very important point because so far we have no clear policy regarding that. You may upload, whenever you upload such data from the patient, you have to ensure the data are anonymized, the codings are done, and you only know the identity or like email id, phone numbers. These should not be uploaded into any of the AI content. If you are using SPSS, there is no problem because data is saved with you. It is not going to be accessed by anyone because you save the data. It is not linked to online. But here you are uploading the data goes to certain server, then analyze. There is a possibility that your data may be used for some other purposes. So be very, very careful, anonymize, remove those personal data in the from the data before uploading any data into the any of the AI tools. That's about the privacy concerns. And that's it for the limitations. Coming to the conclusions and the recommendations from this presentation, AI tools complement traditional methods. It will complement, it cannot replace. It can supplement, it cannot substitute, because there is always a human being in the loop. If you buy a Tesla car in America, it has the capability of delivering your car without a driver in your home if you order a car. But when you are driving a car, if you go through their conditions, it can have an automatic driving facility, autonomous driving facility. You can sit in the back seat, you can drive the car. But if you go through the conditions of the agreement between you and the company, they don't take any responsibility of any fatal accident or any accident which happens due to the computer error. Always the human in the loop, that you are in the car as a driver, a licensed driver, is responsible if an automation makes any error while driving the car. As simple as that. Okay. The nurse researchers should explore AI tools, embrace these advancements to streamline data analysis, uncover. Don't see, doesn't mean that you have to stick to the traditional and conventional method. No, 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 I will do like this only. Even though if there is a jet flights are available, I will still ride the bullock cart because that is what good for the environment. Then my way is highway is the your way. Then we cannot help you. You always have to update yourself, but take accountability and responsibility. That's all I could say. And don't stick to the conventional in the name of conventional and traditional. You will stop improving. That's all. So don't take such risk. Improve with the time. Use all the advancements. Streamline the data analysis. Uncover the deeper insights from the same data. You can see now, for example, some of you may have done your PG thesis 10-15 years before. Take the data. If you have the Excel sheet, take the data, give it to the AI, ask questions. You will get more insight about about your data. Then take your thesis in your left hand, keep the right hand side your AI tool, see the data analysis. Then you will wonder, oh, I could have done this. Oh, these kind of details are available in my data, I never explored. You will get that wow when you analyze, use the data using the AI. That's all. Okay, so use it judiciously, use it with the human involvement. Do not supplement, substitute, but supplement. That's all. Thank you very much for this opportunity given to me by the Dreams University, the organizers. And if there is any query specific that is within the scope of my knowledge and skills, I will be more than happy to share with you. Thank
Thank you, sir. So from our question side, from our student side, we have some questions, sir.
you. Yeah,
Well, I'm calling question students one by one. They will ask
yeah,
questions.
yeah. They are PG students.
Yes, UG and PG both.
All right. Right. So some of you can put your question also in the chat box, and
Yes,
I'll be
sir.
able to
Sir,
answer.
group discuss.
How long we have time to answer queries?
Like 15 minutes we have, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank
Good evening, sir.
you.
My question is, will the data analysis done through AI is acceptable in master's or PhD thesis?
Uh, it depends. See, there is no hard and fast rules to use AI. The AI also at the back end use any of the softwares only, like Python or SPSS. AI is only the interface which you are using. For example, if you ask me a question, sir, whether whether the smartphone use and depression is associated. I may help you by I analyze the data in SPSS and will tell you, right? Like AI will be like an interface between you and the data analysis software at the back end. So it can be trusted. All depends on the policies of the universities that you have to ensure. But the policies are changing. They cannot deny. Even nowadays, you can even write research article using AI, but you have to acknowledge that I have used the AI for the purpose of language editing. That you have to acknowledge. You cannot, conceal those information. That's all.
Sir.
Thank
Next, one more student is them, sir. Good evening, sir.
you. Yeah.
My question is, will the AI tools for data analysis help in making description our research data?
Can you repeat your question?
Will the AI tools for data analysis help in making description our research data?
Yes, definitely. Description research, that's a major purpose. Definitely it will help you. But only thing is that you have to cross verify. That's what I'm time and again telling. Sometimes it commits error, but I could not see much of the error in Julius AI and all or ChatGPT 4 plus. But the lower versions are likely to commit errors, so you should be careful about it. You can use it for description, no doubt. But what I suggest for the learning researchers, the beginners, you write on your own. Otherwise, you will miss the learning part. You will be totally dependent on AI. You will take your table to the AI, get the interpretation, get the description, copy paste into your thesis, and you get the job done. Later, independently, you will not be able to even think. So, write the analysis and interpretation at least on your own. Then take the help of AI. At least you ensure that what you have done is correct as per the AI given. So that is the learning process you should follow. Don't simply go into the AI to limit your thinking capacity.
Thank you, sir. Next, from our faculty side, Subhasmita Nayak, madam, want to ask one question.
Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah,
Actually, I have a question, sir.
yeah.
Which type of AI techniques we can use in case of qualitative research, sir?
The qualitative, what I suggest is say, NVVO Lumero. In NVVO, usually NVVO software is used for data analysis. That is most trusted. Even till now, that is a gold standard analytical software for qualitative data. Along with that, nowadays Lumero AI is coming. That is a like an AI system which can help you in qualitative analysis. Even the Chat GPT can be used for the theme identification, all those things when you are copy pasting or uploading the transcription into it. Even NVO, even you can upload the speech like that audio file, then that will help you in even transcribing, and from there you can do coding. Everything is there. So NVO is recommended one.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So next, we will like to discuss about some in the chat. Some
Okay.
queries are there in chat, so we'll discuss
Yeah.
one by one.
Yeah. Please go through. I'm also looking at it.
So Sharmila, she want to ask, sir, how to verify the result manually, whether AI has done mistake or not.
Very, very less likely. It will make less error than you. What I can say, it will make less error than you in interpretation and description. But the cross checking with the data which is in the table and the description is important. Sometimes very less likely, but still possible to misquote the numbers. That's
Thank you, sir. Next, Gargi, she want to know, sir, my question is, if we use this AI tool in our research work, can we mention them in our paper when we go to when we go for publication?
See, if you use any complex regression models and all, if it is helped by the Julius or something, there is nothing wrong in using it, because as a researcher you are not necessarily you have to be a statistical expert. Taking help of AI software using the proper prompting is always right. And anyway, you are presenting the data for verification. You are presenting the table and data for verification. There is nothing wrong.
Can we mention? We can mention, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
mention.
thank you, sir. Next. Martin,
But go through the journal policy. Journals, there are certain journals now have policy. You should not use ChatGPT for language editing or something. There are journals which mandate you to disclose that. They are not restricting you, they are mandating you to disclose. So please always go through the journal policies before doing it. I may not be right in saying that as a blanket statement for all the journals.
thank you. So next one is Martin. Whether this data analysis comes under plagiarism.
No, data is yours. Data is unique. It doesn't comes under plagiarism. Whenever you take others' data and use it without acknowledgement, it comes under plagiarism.
Next question is from Ulfat. I have paid version of ChatGPT. Can you please tell me which thread of ChatGPT is best for analysis?
No, not thread. It is the actual charge GPT 4.0 plus. If you have, you can straight away. How I use it, Julius? Just you upload the data. Even you can upload in image and ask it to edit. It will do all those things. The charge GPT is highly capable than the free versions. Four plus. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
yeah. So okay, fine.
With
Is
that,
are we winding?
yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Before winding up, just I want to, I know you, since the students are there, undergraduate students are there, I take 1 minute to explain about the recently launched app, which is, you all know the target I book which I have written for the preparation of NOCET A and all. So NOCET A, I'm coming to A again. NOCET preparation. So recently we have launched a target I digital app which includes all the content in the book in and many more, like last 150 previous year papers as well as daily update, all those things. You can find it useful. And if you wanted, you can go to the Google Play Store and TH app or Target I digital app. You can download and start using it, and it has several courses under that for very very nominal prices. I'm just introducing you. It is up to you to, if you find it, you can try it. Thank you very much.
Sir, I would like to ask, sir, if it is possible, you can give this PPT or you can share the
I
PPT.
will share it. I will share it.
Thank you, sir. So next, I'm going to summarize the session. So
Yeah.
today's session is very much wonderful. We have learned many things. Sir have explained how AI can modernize our research workflow, why it's necessary transition to AI tool, and nicely explained Julia, that is we should use and our students should use in future research work. With that, thank you so much, sir. We completed 4 days faculty development program. Tomorrow is the last day and last session where we will discuss structuring systematic reviews and meta-analysis. Now we are going to close the session. Tomorrow we'll meet again. So till from now to tomorrow, thank you so much. We'll meet again tomorrow.
Thank you.